UN estimates that 400,000 people in Ethiopia are on the verge of a famine. What more can you tell us about this?
First of all, thank you for inviting me. Yes, the fact that you had just stated is well known, and unfortunately, it is not. This figure is not diminishing. It just demonstrates how dire the needs are still in the Tigray region, in North Ethiopia, but also in other parts of northern Ethiopia. It is not only food. There are also other uh, basic elements of vital needs that are lacking, and it is by far not enough what is coming in. This is also well known in terms of humanitarian assistance. There is also chronic lack of fuel, cash, but also we as the refugee agency, of course, are mostly concerned about the people we care for, i.e. The refugees and the internally displaced people. Is the situation in the camps, in the refugee camps in northern Ethiopia. On a positive note, we have just recently had a general food distribution in the two camps for Eritrean refugees in Tigray, Mayani, and Adi Harush, where some 25,000 people received their food portions. We did it together with the WFP. So this is a drop, and the needs are still really dire, and the life assistance is really still very much needed. And for that reason, we have just launched this appeal for assistance to over 1.6 million affected people in northern Ethiopia.
So the needs are still very dire there, and but with the world's attention now focused on the Russia-Ukraine crisis, what are the implications of that conflict on humanitarian aid, including food access for Ethiopians?
Indeed, the situation in and around Ukraine in terms of the refugees is really alarming and happening with an unprecedented pace. However, there are over 80 million displaced people around the world. So this appeal is not only about humanitarian assistance that is still very much life-saving in this part of the world, but it is also to draw attention that these people are still in need of solutions that we're trying to together with our partners and with the government to provide to them. And it is really essential, the cooperation and also the quick response of the Ethiopian government in identifying sites in various parts of northern Ethiopia for the refugees from the camps that have been recently attacked. I will just conclude by saying, and I guess this will be interesting to your viewers, that with this funds that we are hoping to achieve or obtain through this appeal, we intend to, among other things, bring 20,000 refugee children back to school, but also to provide immediate basic assistance in terms of shelter and co-relief items to some 60,000 internally displaced people in northern Ethiopia.